Actually, I can't fathom or rationalize it, move past it. He the turkeys from his section, Island Daily, well respected, well connected. Look there, tell me God gon' let us into heaven with this. Stay focused, you won't live. The net and what you post on it don't mean to a real. All it takes for you don't get your way and now you feel different. All it takes for you that paper, now you feel different. All it takes don't talk you for a day and now you feel different.
It's week 14 of the National Football League, and we're in for a show from Anthony Richardson. He comes in third in the league in passing touchdowns. It's the Lions and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game: 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long?
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara.
Offside, defense.
And obviously they want that run yardage, so they decline the penalty.
No doubt about it. Smart on their part. They finished off the play. But if you're going to jump, if you're going to commit a penalty, it's your job to finish off the play so you don't give up big gains like that.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Pushing his way through. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game and you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Lions at 9-3 here on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one. Play action. Now Richardson. There again is Cooks, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week, well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think he'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter.
Richardson off the play fake. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. Still going. There he goes, left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Groupie able to add the PAT.
And it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
Unable to corral him. He fights through.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed, but as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that, but even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
You look at this Saints defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And they needed to be, because that game was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches. One play can make the difference type of a game, and they got it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that's going to be incomplete.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Gotta have it, baby. We gotta have it. Let's be perfect.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
He's got a man. Complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
72 yards.
And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Jamin Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Operating from the gun. Bond. And pressure coming, and they got it once again.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Kayvon Thibodeaux. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks and 3 plays.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Off play action. Richardson.
He gets it to Cooks. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
2nd quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
And he's got Pierce. Touchdown, Detroit. Alec Pierce, 32 yards. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The focus goes back to Chris Olave, the Saints offense.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little. They bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to...
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Richardson to throw off play action.
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown.
Alec Pierce
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Tyree Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. On second down, Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Richardson's throw taken in there by Cooks. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. They go play action with Richardson. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's got this down to the 35. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Richardson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right?
And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jameson Williams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
2nd down and 3. Looking to throw. Bond. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Kamara up the middle. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Back to throw. Bond tries the left side and finds Olave. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bond. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. The point after, good by Grupe. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what?
It got his man complete. There he goes, right side.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there on the catch and run. 85 yards.
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Being chased out left. And he takes this one in for the Lions. Touchdown.
Anthony Richardson.
A 12-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And a lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. On 1st and 10, Bond. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Bond. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bond.
Quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Here's Blake Grupe now for the Saints field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone.
Yeah, he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
The Lions now taking over late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. 1st and 10, it's Richardson. Left side, he finds Pierce.
The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
He's got him in, complete. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first two tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on third down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The tight end in motion right. This time they stay on the ground. And they will get to him behind the line, but they're out of timeouts, remember, and the clock continues to wind down. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
A monster game so far, third quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
There he goes again. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
with career touchdown number 70.
And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Bond. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense.
What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks cover. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams,
89 yards.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it looks like the offense did get the football back, but it is clearly in that end zone, and it's going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Jameson Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession. Sort of a slow and steady game so far, but reliable for him here in this 3rd quarter.
Sounds like we're describing a possession receiver, right? The one that finds a way to make the big catches, the ones that break the backs of defenses, keep first downs, accumulating. I think he's that and maybe a little bit more.
Yeah, he's been pretty good so far. We'll see if he can make this good game a great game. Richardson to the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
He's got his target. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. Play action. Now Richardson. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Anthony Richardson punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. On. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Jameson Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. He sort of just keeps chipping away at this defense. Hasn't had a spectacular game, but here in the 3rd quarter, they've known all game long that he's there.
He's the type of guy that frustrates you if you're playing defense because...
And this play's still live. He faked the spike, going to throw it. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Richardson off the play fake. It's caught left side by Cooks. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Here's Richardson to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And quickly they get to the line. Off play action, Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now it's Richardson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Richardson to throw off play action. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bond. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And way up Past the 35 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. They go play action with Richardson. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for Detroit. 61 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with first and goal from very short.
He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Boom. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun. Boom. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bond. That is caught. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. Throwing on 1st down. Bond. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, they got him again. Kayvon Thibodeaux in there yet again. They just cannot block him. He now has 8 sacks, and that is a new single-game record. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Well, we've paid this offense plenty of compliments already, but, I mean, they are deserving as they start another series. To be leading by this much with so much time left to play in the fourth, Charles, it's really, really been impressive to watch.
It has been, and you have to think to yourself.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Jameson Williams.
An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Lions continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Chris Olave heads back to the field as his guys get set for another possession.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bond under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeaux with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here comes the Saints punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
On 1st down, Richardson. And pass caught. It's Williams. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown! Jamison Williams, 73 yards. And the Lions are pouring it on. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. Richardson will throw for it. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, it's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Off the play fake. Bond. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Sooner or later, we should get a snap, I think. This is now 1st and 25 after another penalty. It got his man complete. There he goes again. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On first down, Bond. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Here we go. Let's go get it now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Bond. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Bond. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. It's Deonte Banks with it. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Delay of game, offense.
And they'll accept that penalty. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. Oh, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point.
Delay of game.
And this is going to be a delay of game. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. And boy, again, they won't get this off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
And that flag accepted. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him.
Delay of game, offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us. Me and you, baby.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. And they'll still try and run for it. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of...
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing on 3rd and long. Bond. And the pressure gets to him again. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Hardman on the return.
A good return there, 17 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
3rd and long for Richardson.
And that is incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
Richardson on 4th down. He finds Pierce. It's complete.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one looks like he'll throw here.
Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
1st and 10. Richardson looks to throw it.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Detroit, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to turn it around next week as
stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my